What is up guys, Jordan here from Timbercon Perth, and today we are talking rasps, rasping tips. Now rasps are a really versatile tool and you can use them for shaping wood, smoothing, fine tuning, a whole range of stuff. So let's get into some useful tips. Tip number one. So rasps are available in a number of styles. We have the full round. Pretty obvious what that is. It is a round rod which has been stitched with a certain cut pattern. We have the flat, and that, as you guessed it, is just a flat file on both sides. And we also have the half round. And this is, in my opinion, the most versatile tool because we have a flat on one side and a half round on the other. On top of the profile, we also have the cut, and this can be a little bit confusing. In the Narix range, we have a bastard cut and we have a second cut. And for newcomers, that might be confusing, but all you really need to know is the bastard cut is the rough one and the second cut is the fine one. Tip number two is cut direction. Just like any cutting tool, rasps have a cutting direction, and that is on the push stroke. So when you're using a rasp, it's only going to be cutting on the push stroke. So that's the only way you want to really engage. Tip number three is body position. If you position your body in a way that you can see across the workpiece and the tool, it will become a whole lot easier to keep things nice and square or parallel. So here, I'll position my body down level with the workpiece, and I can see when that rasp is nice and level, and I can keep a nice consistent face. Perhaps a better alternative is to position the workpiece so it works with your body. So here, I've got this position so I'm sighting down the workpiece. I'm not having to crouch over. Things are a whole lot more comfortable, yet I can still see that my file or my rasp is nice and level, and I'm not having to bend over and get in an uncomfortable position. Tip number four is keep things light. A rasp is a cutting tool and you shouldn't really need to push down on it to get it to work properly. So keep your grip really light, and you'll find that if you let the tool just skate over the surface and do its own thing, that it will cut a whole lot better than if you're bearing down on it, trying to make the thing cut more than it's designed to do. Now the final tip is tool position. Now, how you orient your tool on your workpiece will determine how it behaves. If you keep your tool so it is having a very small contact area on your workpiece by having it 90 degrees, you'll find that it will follow all the dips and valleys that are in the workpiece. That can be desired in many cases, but on a situation like this where we're trying to fair out a curve, that isn't what we want. So what we're going to do here is we're going to angle the tool on quite a steep angle, and we'll follow that curve. What that does is it increases the contact area the tool has to the workpiece, so it's going to be less likely to follow any dips and valleys and just smooth the whole thing out. So the steeper the angle, the more contact you get, and that typically results in a much smoother transition. Alright guys, so that is it for this quick tips. Hopefully some of you have found them useful. If you want more information on the rasps that I've been using in this video, links will be in the description below as always. And if you have any tips when it comes to rasping, leave them down in the comments below because it's great to get the conversation going. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you next time, and remember to think wooden thoughts.